It's the Orioles on Masson, and it's a day game Sunday afternoon here at Camden Yards. And for the Orioles, a chance to win this series against the Jays, as these two teams have split the first two at the beginning of this long homestand for the O's. And for the Orioles, it's an opportunity to have their 9th series win. If they can pick this up against Toronto for the first time in 8 series, we're guaranteed that one of these two teams is not going to sweep the other. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and welcome. The Orioles acquired a third baseman and a first baseman, Reynolds and Lee, to be impact players. Last night, Derek Lee came off the DL. He and Reynolds were both most impactful in the ballgame last night. Really good numbers. Derek Lee, a single in the 2nd inning, 7-game hit streak, a single in the 6th, and a real nice play getting Patterson on that ground ball. For Mark Reynolds last night, his first career grand slam came in the 6th inning. It would be the deciding hit in the game. Then the 5-2-3 double play on Rivera, maybe the biggest play of the ball game. And on Rivera again in the 6th inning on the 5-3. Two players who were required to make a difference in ball games for the Orioles, and Flanny last night, they did.
They really did. I think Reynolds, a couple of plays at third base, just outstanding. Derek Lee, back in the lineup, off the disabled list. 3 or 4 outstanding defensive plays at first base. Really, and that encourages the infielders to make those great plays because they know that they have that great target over at first base.
And Guthrie, the veteran, is going to be on the mound today trying to win this final game of the series as Jeremy looks hopefully for some run support.
That would be good. He hasn't had very much and coming off of a heartbreaking loss out in Seattle. But he's always pitched well here, and he's pitched pretty well against the Blue Jays in his career, so we'll see what he's like this afternoon.
For the Orioles in this series, the one thing they have been able to do is hold Bautista down, the world leader in about every offensive category. The Orioles pitchers, both their starters and Penn, have done a good job.
They have done a nice job. They've stayed away from the power. They pitched to him in certain situations where they had a little bit of flexibility. So, if they keep that game plan and keep the rest down, it'll be a good afternoon.
And what the Orioles would really like to do is get on the board early. We were talking about the impact that has on pitchers trailing early in ball games, as the Orioles have done. It would be nice to get some runs early in the game.
It would be nice to have a cushion. Certainly, it seems like they have had trouble scoring in the first couple innings of the games, but once they get into it, they seem to be able to come back. So we'll have to see what they do this afternoon.
All right, we're going to have a word from the manager on that double play that we looked at that went 5-2-3, and the work that Wieters had to do at the plate to make it happen when we come back. Orioles baseball on Masson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by Hyundai. It's time to join the movement. Last night here at Camden Yards, an unusual and very important double play in the ball game that went 5-2-3. And after the ball game, Buck Showalter talked about the difficulty for the catcher of being able to clear that runner on the plate to make the throw to first. Listen to what he says and take a look at that play again.
It's a play you work on in the spring where, you know, the catcher that's 6'4", 6'5", trying to clear your legs from the guy trying to break it up at the plate. And, you know, Matt handled it fundamentally just the way you're supposed to, is clear and get to the inside to create a throwing lane. And we talk about it all the time about having a clock. You know, major league players, you see a lot of young players that come up here have trouble adjusting their clock. I think Adams is something he's going to have to do. Josh did it last year finally. And, you know, Matty knowing the clock of the runner there, knowing the time he's got, a lot of guys rush that play there. But if you clear and set your feet, you can make it.
And boy, that was a vital play in the ball game last night that held Toronto down and gave the Orioles a chance to get back. Let's take a look at our Train game time. Temperature 74 degrees, light winds, humidity at 59%, partly cloudy day. Visit Train.com for an independent Train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a Train. Take a look at the starting lineup now for John Farrell's Jays. Escobar, Patterson, and Bautista. Lind, Hill, Encarnacion, Davis. Molina will do the work behind the plate, and Knicks. Rajai Davis has had a very good series.
I think with the scouting report for Jeremy Guthrie to earn it. Not all earned runs, no earned runs in 2 of his last 3 starts. And season well. Last time out against the Mariners in that outstanding start, a season-high 9 strikeouts. And no way Jose, we know they're going to pay a lot of attention to Jose Bautista, but Edwin Encarnacion has real good numbers against Jeremy Guthrie, a couple of home runs and hitting .353, so he'll be paying attention to him.
And we are ready to go as Jeremy Guthrie will look to pick up win number 3 on the season. Guthrie with a 2-6 mark lifetime against the Jays. There'll be a good deal of sun as the day goes along. A lot of high glare ball game today, but virtually no breeze to start the game. And we're underway. Guthrie gets it in for a strike. A little bit of groundwork being done. Escobar eliminates the front line of the batter's box in the great tradition of baseball. He's 2 for 9 in this series, and he'll take that one to center field. Jones going back, warning track, reaching, and he's got it. Another nice play in center field by Adam Jones.
To the deepest part of the ballpark, dead center field. Jones makes a quick turn, tracks it the whole way, backhanded catch about 408 feet from home plate.
Adam making a habit of running down some balls
some mistakes.
Pretty hard and deep.
Reimold will be in left, Jones in center, Markakis in right, Reynolds, Hardy, Andino, and Lee around the infield, and Craig Tatum will get the start behind the plate.
Former Oriole Corey Patterson, who's had a good series. Patterson last night got the solo home run. He's had a couple of bunt singles, now leads the league with 7 bunt singles and has been on a tear. Pops that one up center field. Jones, a much easier play. And Guthrie gets the second out of the inning. 2 down, nobody on. Jeremy Guthrie trying to get through this in a hurry. Guthrie against Toronto. This is his 16th career start. That 2-6 record goes together with a 3.44 ERA against the Jays. And for Jeremy here at his home yard this year, he is 1-3 in 6 starts, but with a very solid 3.32 earned run average. Here is Bautista. Orioles have held Bautista down just to 1 for 6. They've ended the hit streak that he came in with, as Bautista in the ball game last night had an 0 for 3 and a walk, ended the hit streak at 9 games. Continues to lead the league in all sorts of categories, including average and home runs. Here's the 2-0 delivery to him and a towering pop-up. That's headed to the seats third base side. And that was a real big cut by Bautista.
You can see what he does on the ball inside. I had a long conversation with Buck Showalter just about Jose Bautista. You can throw him, seems like 10 or 15 pitches on the outside part of the plate. He said, well, he's set up for a ball in, and he turns on it. It happened just right there.
Saw that .210 average that he has here with 6 home runs. And Jeremy Guthrie with a good pitch down and away to him. Took something off that, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, already showing or displaying a superior breaking ball. It's a late bite to that slider.
Our pitch track brought to you by Papa John's. Order online. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. And he'll go full with this. A 3-ball, 2-strike count. They have a shift on Bautista the other way. You don't see this very often. Second baseman Andino's on the shortstop side of the bag. 3-2 delivery, and he grounds it foul. I don't remember the last time I've seen a shift on a right-handed hitter like that. That leaves just Lee on the other side at first base.
That really is an interesting defense, especially with the outfield bunching towards center field. So they give the left field line, yet there's 3 infielders on that left side.
3-2 delivery, and he walked him. Another category where, of course, Bautista's piling him up. So Bautista's on with 2 down, and that will bring up Lynn batting in the number 3 spot.
Yeah, 4th time Bautista's walked in the series.
And for Bautista, he leads the league in that department too. That's his 51st walk, 8 ahead of Miguel Cabrera with 43. Lind with the 0 for 3 in the ball game last night, coming off the DL and making his return. For John Farrell, this is the lineup he had hoped he would have for every game of the season, but Lind had gone on the DL, so last night was only the 24th time in 58 games that Bautista and Lind had been in the lineup in the same game. The reason it's of concern is that Farrell and the Jays believe that Lind is probably the best on their team to protect Bautista, hitting behind him and give him something to hit. So those two in the lineup again, the 25th game this year. Lind had back problems that put him on the DL. 2-0 delivery to him, and after getting 2 quick outs, Guthrie falls behind here, 3-0.
Now still trying to paint the outside corner.
Jeremy issues very few walks, the fewest per 9 innings in the league at 1.3. And he comes in with a strike on Lind. 3-ball, 1-strike count.
And he really is taken to an accelerated pace between pitches, just right back to the rubber.
Jeremy, one of the fastest working of the Orioles starters, and Mike's right, in this game quicker than ever. Here's the 3-1 delivery, and that will be fouled off the other way.
And he clearly is still in a good groove too. It's, exhibiting 93, 94 mile an hour fastball already. Outstanding breaking ball. So he's retained that stuff that he had out in Seattle that was so dominant for the most part of that game.
Lind is a 300 hitter lifetime. Off Jeremy Guthrie, 9 for 30. Bautista, they'll play behind him now with the 3-2 count. Lee will go behind the runner as Bautista will be going. 3-2 with the runner off, and that's going to be into left field, and it'll be a base hit. Reynolds, the runner's going to go to third. Here's the throw, and not in time. Heads up base running by Bautista. And runners at first and third. Reynolds staring in, I think a bit surprised that Bautista came around to third base.
Well, that's the advantage of running on the 3-2 pitch. Fastball, moving fastball. Pretty good target, too, from Tatum. And right there, lays back for a hop. And with that, Bautista gets into third. He is moving on the pitch. Play right in front of him. And this one, he lays back a little bit, never loses stride.
So here's the chance for Hill. And here's where the Orioles, as we have talked about this week, have had their troubles. 112 2-out runs have been allowed by the Orioles, more than anybody else.
Yeah, coming in today, 2/3 of the runs that Guthrie has allowed have been with 2 outs.
Here's the 1-0 delivery, and that will be taken for a strike by Hill. Hill, only a .212 batting average against Guthrie, does have 1 home run, 7 for 33. First and third, 1 ball, 1 strike count. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And Guthrie getting ahead of Aaron Hill. See the runner in scoring position numbered, not a good one. Here's the 1-2. And Hill just protects and fouls that one back into the screen.
Yeah, very defensive swing. Guthrie's only allowed 1 run in the first inning of any of his starts. This is start number 12.
And Mike, here again, it looked like he had a good quick inning coming, and he's up to 21 pitches. Got 2 early fly ball outs, but then the walk and the single have extended it. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and that's going to be to right field. Markakis coming, will not be able to play it. Runner's going to go to third. Here comes the throw, cut off. They've got the runner trapped. Hill is trapped. Lee will put the tag on. That's a bad base running mistake right there, because there was nothing to be gained by getting caught in that rundown. A run on a couple of hits with 1 left on. Jays have the lead. And for Guthrie, that's the 23rd 2-out run of the 34 he's given up. Take a look at the starting lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines for the O's. Andino, Markakis, and Jones. Guerrero, Lee, and Hardy. Reynolds, Reynolds, and Tatum. Adam Jones comes in with a 4-game hit streak.
With the scouting report on JoJo Reyes, a fresh look. He has never faced the O's, so maybe have somewhat of an advantage, and he also is left-handed. They've had their problems against left-handers. 1 for 1. He had gone 28 consecutive starts without a win. Got a win last time out, and do it myself. He did it the last time on a complete game win versus Cleveland. Oh boy. Breaking that 28 game consecutive starts without a win. Long time in between, going back all the way to 08.
He was getting a lot of publicity for a number he really just wanted to get rid of, and did. Andino showed bunt, then goes to the hole. And the Orioles get a leadoff single, as Andino has been one of the best hitters against lefties, is on. See the Orioles' first inning woes. 9 runs in the first inning, the fewest in the majors. They have gone 16 straight games without scoring a run in the first. That's the longest streak in the majors. They're averaging 12.6 pitches in the first inning. That is below the average for first inning pitches thrown. And when they've scored in the first, they have not scored more than 2 runs, and they've done that only once.
Yeah, they've not had many rallies in the first, where you're putting a lot of pressure on and maybe flipping your lineup over, which will really help you down the road.
Andino back on a soft toss by Reyes to first base. Andino, a couple of stolen bases, 3 chances. We're not expecting to go here with Markakis up. Nick has had a couple of hits in 9 at-bats. And will take the pitch inside for a ball. The Orioles, with a victory over a left-handed starter in the ball game last night, Ricky Romero, are now 7-12 against lefties. Their team average is .249 off left-handers. Markakis hitting .263 against the southpaws. Long hold and a step off and no throw. Reyes has had a lot of stolen bases against him. 8 out of 10.
When you see left-handers that had that little snap step off move, usually an indication that they do not have a good pickoff move.
And Molina's thrown out just 4 of 20 doing the catching today, so that's why this is going on, I would suspect.
And you can tell he's uncomfortable throwing over to first base, and it's not an easy thing to do. To require a good pickoff move takes a lot of practice. And what happens is if you're slow with that leg lift, they'll go on first move and you're trapped. You can't do anything about it.
1-0 count. Markakis will take it, and that will miss inside. 2-0. Nick getting a couple of singles in the ball game last night, his first multi-hit game since May 21. Now we'll look to start driving for the extra base hits. On the outside corner for a strike and a 2-ball 1-strike count. Orioles got the double digits in hits last night as they came away with 11 in the ball game with a 5-3 win and ended the 7-game streak Toronto had, in which they had double-digit hits in those games. That is going to miss down low, and a 3-ball 1-strike count as Reyes starts out a bit tentatively here in the first 2 hitters.
Yeah, he's clearly uncomfortable with Andino at first and trying to divide his attention. It's like he's trying to quick pitch to the plate and is throwing his command off. And again, Reyes has had a ton of base runners.
And Markakis got one to hit and will foul it away, and the count goes to 3-2. Nick trying to move the runner around. 2 for 4, 2 singles last night. Has now gone 73 ABs without the extra base hit. The last one a homer back in May. Outfield playing him around to left. 3-2 delivery, and that will be foul back. And it will stay at 3-2.
First time he had Andino leaning back towards first base. I think he thought he was for sure going to throw over 3-2.
Jojo Reyes out of West Covina, California. 26 years old. 3rd toss over to first base. Opponents at 299 against the lefty. The left-handers 315, the right-handers 295. Not much difference there. Home runs, though, all 6 home runs he surrendered have been hit by right-handers. Just reaching for that. That may fall in. Raja Davis will get there. That ball took off. Instead of diving down, it went up, and with the great speed of Davis, he was able to get over there, and in fact almost overran it.
Well, he sees the one-handed swing by Markakis and then misreads it. The ball carries real well. Some backspin on it. Covers a lot of ground in center field.
Davis has been a major player in this series with his speed, getting on base, stealing bases, and in the outfield. Back to first base goes Andino. And now here's Adam Jones. Adams got a 4-game hit streak coming in. He has picked up 3 hits and 8 at bats in the series. And he will take the pitch for a strike. Adam hitting 281 against lefties, 308 off righties. So he's brought that number up against the left-handers. Off to a real good June here in the first 4 days. 6 for 12 with a home run. Reyes, that's towards the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. Andino will make the turn and stay. Patterson gets it up. 2 on, 1 down.
And making Reyes work right out of the chute here in the first. Already a couple of base runners, and yet Adam Jones just continues to have solid at bats.
Our Jeep Exmo brought to you by the 2011 Jeep Compass.
It really has worn out that hole between short and third, too.
One of the things that really helped, Mike, is the fact that he bunted a few times. So he's brought the third baseman in most of these games now. Nix was in at third that time, and that gives you that added advantage of the third baseman who can't get over to help cover that hole with the shortstop. Here's Vladdy, designated hitter. After that first pitch, Vladdy's had pretty good numbers against the lefty, hitting 273. He has not had good numbers with runners in scoring position, hitting 229. As you would expect, Vladdy up there among the leaders with the most at bats for the Orioles with runners in scoring position. Markakis is actually first, has one more at bat than does Vladdy in these situations. JoJo Reyes, the 0-1, looking back to Andino. Fair ball, and it'll take a hop into the seats, a ground rule double. The Orioles have tied the ball game up as Vladimir Guerrero comes through with a two-bagger, and it is 1-1.
Well, and it gets the Orioles on the board in the first inning, and maybe more to come. 0-1 pitch, down and in, probably a ball, but Guerrero goes right down on it. It's a low bullet down the left field line. Bounces into stands, so they're again applying the pressure quickly to Reyes.
And that takes care of those first inning numbers as the Orioles end the 16-game drought without a run in the first inning. 2 in scoring position, and here's Lee. Came back off the DL for last night's game. Got a single his first time up. Ended up with 2 hits in the ball game, and has a 7-game hit streak. 1-0 delivery to him. That'll be to third base. Runner coming home. Jones will score. Throw to first. Vladdy goes over to third base, and the Orioles have the lead. RBI for D. Lee as Jones comes in, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, Nix at third base, I thought had a play at the plate. Yeah, Jones was not going on contact.
Adam made sure he ran about as far outside of the baseline as you can to block the view of Nix to the catcher. Pretty good play. 2 down. So Guerrero and Lee have the RBIs, and here's Mark Hardy, who's been on a tear. J.J. Hardy with a 1 for 3 RBI, 4-game streak, 7 for 14, couple of home runs. He will foul that one back, and an 0-1 count on Hardy. So the Orioles get RBIs from Guerrero, who picks up his 24th, and from Lee, Eric Lee, getting his 15th. Now Hardy 2 for 5 off the left. He shatters a bat on a bounce at a third. Nix has got it in the dirt, and a great scoop made by Lynn. That ends it and saves a run. The Orioles a couple of runs, 3 hits, and all kinds of stuff early for the Little Leaguers to cheer about. For runs in the first inning, they get 2, and they've got the lead. The Maryland Lottery's double play contestant for our game is Russell Prince from Hughesville. For every double play the Orioles turn during tonight's game, Russell, you win $1,000 from the Maryland Lottery. See how you can turn double plays into cash and other great prizes. Go to mdlottery.com/double play. So Guthrie with a run to work with in the second inning. Mercy. Edwin Encarnacion is the designated hitter. He has an 0 for 5 in this series. He is 6 for 17 with 2 home runs off Guthrie, and Guthrie gets the foul ball. Jeremy Guthrie coming in run support wise, 6th lowest in the American League at 3 runs per game. 1-2 delivery. Encarnacion the third, fair ball. That's going to go into the corner. Reynolds. Encarnacion will head to second base, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Again, Ted coming in. He has big numbers against Guthrie. Now 7 for 18. A couple of home runs. Just a bullet down the third baseline. No chance for Reynolds. So both sides swinging it this afternoon.
So everybody's seeing the ball pretty well. Here's Raja Davis. Davis, the center fielder, 4 hits in this series, and he has been good. He brings Reynolds in at third base. Nobody out. And let's see how John Farrell plays this. Orioles think he's going to bunt. He does. It's a beautiful bunt. And the Orioles get a break as it rolls foul. Stays on the grass. He's got a base hit.
Yeah, with that lip, the grass, if it was going to stay on the grass, it was going to stay fair. But watch as it hits the edge of the lip. Right here, it's going to just catch it, and that's enough to kick it foul. But again, a couple of powerful offensive clubs. We've seen the bunt a lot in this series. Yeah. Both sides using it. They've had Reynolds at third base, back and forth, but he has spent most of the time in on the grass.
Davis is a player who can really drive you crazy if you're the defensive team. He just does so much. You know, if he gets that ball in play, everybody's tensed up because you got to work so quickly to get him. Pulls the bat back on that one, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 4th inning last night, 2 steals, a run. He's now got 18 stolen bases, 3 for 3 in stolen bases in this series.
We're talking to some of the Blue Jay personnel since they moved Davis down in the lineup. Good things have happened. He's hitting around 400 at the bottom of the lineup. And they said what happened when he was hitting at the top of the lineup, he'd get a base hit or walk and then steal second. They'd walk Bautista.
Yeah.
And so they said, let's move him down the bottom of the order. And he has really responded.
He's hitting .407 when he's batting 7, 8, or 9 in the order for Toronto. 2-1 delivery by Guthrie, and he puts that one in the air. Reynolds a long run to get over near the stands and reaches and may have been interfered with there. He had a chance on that. There'll be no error or anything called.
So kind of feel for the wall.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, hard to tell. Looked like it may have gone off the arm of the fan.
Count remains at 2-2. Runner at second base. And he bloops that one to second base, and it'll be caught. Nice play by Andino. And Encarnacion read it and stayed at second base.
And that was a pretty good read. I thought it was destined to fall in.
Well, there's the first out of the inning, and Davis does not get the runner moved up. Jose Molina is doing the catching. First appearance in this series. Molina against Guthrie has a couple of hits in 10 at-bats. Batting in the 8th spot, and then Jason Nix, the number 9 hitter, will follow him. Encarnacion off second, and Guthrie will get in for a strike to Molina. Jays are second in average and third in runs in the American League. They continue to be 4th in homers. Starting pitching, 7th best ERA. Bullpen is 12th in ERA. Runner's got to stay. Hardy, slow runner, and gets it. 2 down. When the Orioles take on the A's Tuesday night, don't miss your chance to save. Every Tuesday is Ollie's Bargain Night, presented by Ollie's Bargain Outlet. All upper reserve seats, just $9. Family and friends, an affordable night. Camden Yards, 888-848-BIRD, or Orioles.com. Orioles still have not made a decision on who's going to be pitching in that second game of the series. Brian Mattis, Gio Gonzalez go in the opener, a couple of lefties. And then the second's going to be determined by how things go here today and tomorrow. Here's Jason Nix. Nix with an 0 for 4 in the series, playing at third base. Runner still at second after the leadoff double by Encarnacion. And that will be outside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nix. Nix with a 1 for 3 in the only times he has faced Jeremy Guthrie. One. Orioles in the starts made by Guthrie, 11 of them have gone 4 and 7 this year. Here at home, Jeremy's 1 and 3. He's made a lot of starts on the road. Facing here at home, he faced Texas, Minnesota, Boston, Tampa Bay, Washington, and Kansas City. And he got him. Great job by Guthrie. Leadoff double is left stranded at second base, and the Orioles maintain the early lead. Take a look at our Luna doubles board. The leaders for the Orioles: Reynolds on top, then Jones, Guerrero, Scott, and Wieters. Call today for the Luna double and get your second room of flooring free. Call 877-241-LUNA. Bottom half of the second inning. Here's last night's hero, Mark Reynolds. A 1 for 6, but what a big one it was.
Yeah,
grand slam.
Yeah, grand slam in the 6th. First career grand slam and 53 at-bats with the bases loaded.
Game down and in on him in an 0-2 count. Mark had 68 plate appearances with the bases loaded prior to the grand slam. And the last 27, he was 0 for 27 with the bases loaded prior to that grand slam. 0-2 pitch, and he's gone. That's on the inside corner for a strike, and Reyes gets his first K.
It was 0-2 pitch to Reynolds. Target on the inside from Molina. Delivered maybe the best pitch he's made in the game so far. That's the thing.
Up Reynolds.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that was so frustrating last night with the last night's starter for the Blue Jays, Ricky Romero, is that he struck out Reynolds before and after the grand slam.
Yeah, and it was those 0 for 27 with the bases loaded before that big blow last night. He had struck out 18 of the 27 times with the bases loaded. But he didn't last night, and the Orioles needed it, and it was the game-winning RBI. That's off the end of the bat to short. Escobar. Reynolds is retired. Credit Reynolds with a little bit of the Adam Jones touch. Every ground ball he charges down the line, and he makes a lot of plays a lot closer than they would otherwise be.
Now you can see Escobar at shortstop really had to hustle, sensing Reynolds was going down the line. That's the other thing he does for a man with a powerful swing as Reynolds. He gets out of the box real well.
Pretty good speed. Here is Craig Tatum. Tatum getting his third start behind the plate on the season as Matt Wieters. Getting the day off today for Tatum. Only 6 at-bats on the year. He's had a couple of hits, 2 singles. 1-1. Jays have gone 500 in their last 10 games. The Orioles 4-6 in their last 10. Fouls that one off. And the count will stay at a ball. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, both starting catchers getting the day off. Day game.
Arancibia, the young rookie catcher, he's had a pretty good series against the Orioles, not catching. 1-2 delivery, and Reyes will miss outside with that one. One of the numbers for Reyes that pops out when you look at what he's done this year, he has retired only 48% of leadoff batters. That is extremely low, and you can understand why he would have a lot of base runners on when you're doing that. Starters try and be up around 70%. That's a good number. Anything over that. Jeremy Guthrie's at 74%.
That's exceptional.
Tatum will take it, and he's on with a walk. Well, the inning stays alive for Andino, who singled and scored in the first.
Yeah, that's the thing with Reyes throwing a complete game last time out through 121 pitches. Some thought of how would he rebound from that, his first complete game ever at the major league level.
Inside corner strike to Andino. With Andino's single, he is now 22 for 60 against left-handers. Closing in on the .360 batting average against lefties. Tatum at first. Andino will pop it up. Second base. Hill. And he's got it. He was fighting the glare, but he kept his eye on it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 2 complete. Orioles up. Program is the Wounded Warrior Project, part of the new Orioles effort to recognize the members of the armed services who have given so much. Catered private suite at each Sunday home game here at Camden Yards for wounded service men and women. And today, soldiers from the Walter Reed Army Medical Center are on hand. We send out a big hello and a gracious thank you for all that you've done, and we ask all to please remember the needs they have when they return home. The applause in the stands is nice. The voting for money to support the budgets in the hospitals is even nicer. Pitch will be taken for a strike. Escobar flied out his first time up. Yikes. That's how you get an oblique problem.
He doesn't get cheated. He went to the Jose Bautista school on the easy swing.
Gee.
I mean, I guess he feels like he got robbed. He hit a ball at the center his first time out, about 408 feet. That's the old, as they used to call it, the helicopter swing.
How about that guard he's got on that foot? Look at the whole thing covered up there. And he still fouled it off the toe. And the pitch is taken outside. A 1-ball, 2-strike count on Escobar. That's pretty good coverage. It looks like that's a homemade job, right? Here's the 1-2 delivery. And got him on the outside corner. Escobar questioning Kevin Danley, the home plate umpire. Guthrie gets his second strikeout.
Now 1-2 pitch from Guthrie. Again, real good control today, right to the glove of Tatum. So just twist that hand back a little bit.
Corey Patterson. Reynolds moves in, way in at third. Patterson will take the pitch down low for a ball. He flied to center, first time up.
Yeah, the best way to take the bunt away is to discourage it to come right in as far as you can.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's the thing. Corey Patterson doesn't hit many balls on the ground to that side of the field, so you can cheat a couple of extra steps in, just discourage it from doing it.
And then pray and the numbers stay the same.
You're right.
If you're the third baseman.
Yeah, you don't want to be in front of the pitcher. That's not good. But when Corey Patterson was with the Orioles, the only thing he really could do, it was kind of unique, he could only drag bunt. He couldn't bunt to third base, and it's something we've noticed. That's where he bunts all the time now, so he hasn't made an adjustment.
Adds so much to his game because, like Davis, he has outstanding speed. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Guthrie's delivery to him. He'll slap that one into right field for a base hit. So he's got 4 hits in the series now, 4 for 10. That's a 1-out single here in the third. And tonight's minor league report brought to you by PNC for the achiever in you. Jonathan Schopp, the infielder, hitting .316 with 8 home runs, 12 doubles, a lot of extra base hits, 3 triples. Good walk to strikeout ratio for him. And those are the season stats that he has put up. Draft day starts, of course, tomorrow. Orioles will pick 4 in the first round. I think Buck Showalter, if he could, would actually take 3 days off and go do the draft. He loves it.
Yeah.
And the pitch is taken away for a ball. Bautista drew a walk and scored his first time up.
Yeah, he was in a lot of drafting with that Arizona ball club before it really came into existence.
Putting a team together. 2-0 count, runner at first base. Bautista 6 for 21 with a homer off Guthrie. Pitch is taken away. He just has not been given much by the Oriole pitchers, as you would expect, to do anything with, and Guthrie's doing the same thing here, even with a runner on at first. Rio delivering, he walked him on 4 straight. Talking about the draft, Buck has had an opportunity the last couple of days to talk about it with the press, and he loves it. Listen in.
I think you have to have an open mind. You know, there's exceptions to everything, and you know, the reason I base it on, if you look at the good organization over the years, they didn't get pigeonholed into saying this is the only way we do it. You know, they draft accordingly. You know, and whether it's a high school player or a college player, each case is unique, and there's so many variables behind it. Some guys are college players that haven't pitched much. Some guys are high school guys that have been, you know, pitched a whole lot. Now, I looked at the college box scores last night to see how certain guys pitched, you know, whether it be Perk or Hulson or Bauer, who all pitched last night.
That one's going to go to right field, and that's going to take a hop off the bottom of the wall. Here comes Patterson to score. It'll be a long single. Bautista will be held at third, and Lynn delivers the base hit and has tied this ball game up. So Lynn 2 for 2 after his first game back from the DL list last night. Makes the Orioles pay for the walk.
Yeah, pitch up in the middle of the plate. Markakis plays it perfectly. And there's not even an attempt. As a matter of fact, his throw goes towards the first base side.
So both of these teams wielding some bats here in this lineup today. That'll be 2 runs on 5 hits for the Jays, and Lynn gets his 28th RBI. Runners at first and third, only one away. That's towards third. Reynolds has got it. Andino for one, and there's the double play off the bat of Aaron Hill. A run in on a couple of hits, no errors, and one left on, game tied. Congratulations to Russell Prince from Hughesville. You've just won $1,000 from the Maryland Lottery Double Play Contest. And another big double play, as most of them are.
Right on time.
Bottom of the third inning, Markakis, Jones, and Guerrero. Nick flied out to center field his first time up. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Orioles, 2 runs, 5 hits for the Jays. Jays have left 3 and the Orioles have left a couple. How about that? They put a little shift on, pulling Nix, the third baseman, way over into the shortstop hole, and Markakis shows bunt. Reyes with the 1-0 delivery. Again, turns that bat around, but he's not convinced the defense. They don't believe it.
Yeah, Reyes, another one of those that victimized by poor run support. Less than 4 runs of support. 85% of his starts are less than 4.
And he will take that for a strike, and it goes to 2-1.
Yeah, I know Buck Showalter's talked to a number of the Oriole hitters saying, if they're going to play these shifts and play deep, we've got to be competent not to bunt a base hit.
That will be Patterson in left, and Markakis retired. 2 fly ball outs for Nick, 1 down in the third inning. Still time to sign up for the Junior Orioles Dugout Club. 14 and under, 8 remaining Dugout Club games, only $20. Free gifts at each game, and friends and family tickets as low as $6. And you get to upgrade at the ballpark. The next Dugout Club game Saturday against the Rays. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. Adam Jones with a 5-game hit streak, now a single and a run scored. He does draw Nix in at third base.
Reyes, we're so accustomed now to seeing in the American League, I guess, with the DH, third baseman playing way back behind the bag. Both clubs showing a lot of bunts or tendencies to bunt. I think it's really helped the offensive part when you have that third baseman playing in front of the bag.
1 ball, 1 strike delivery, and Adam fooled on the pitch. Just a half a cut there, and it goes to 1-2.
He hasn't taken many poor swings over the last month. Was fooled on this pitch. Look at late. The ball just sort of took off.
1-2 delivery to him, and he broke the bat on that one. Nix at third. We'll get him. 2 down, third inning. Vladimir Guerrero, big RBI double his first time up.
And breaking that first inning drought.
Orioles finally getting a run in the first after 16 games in which they had not scored a first inning run. Reyes' delivery to him. The Orioles, if you include the double by Guerrero, the O's now have 11 extra base hits in the last 9 games, this being the 9th. That's why it's been a problem picking up runs over those games. Guerrero reaching for it, will foul it away. 2 strikes. Reyes looking for the 1-2-3 inning. 0-2 delivery. Somehow fouled off.
I couldn't really tell if that ball hit the ground or not. It looked like that little cut fastball. You see the smile on Guerrero's face. I think he surprises himself sometimes.
How did I hit that? Here's the 0-2. Up the middle. Hill was playing that way. And gets it. The first 1-2-3 inning for Reyes, and we've completed 3 here at Camden Yards. 2-2 ball game. By Southwest Airlines. Go to southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on. With Mike Flanagan, I'm Gary Thorne here at Camden Yards on a 74-degree day when we started. A little more sunshine through the clouds as we've gone along. Good house on hand for the ball game, and it's tied at 2. Guthrie. And the pitch will be taken by Encarnacion. He had a double his first time up. First hit of the series, 1 for 6. And he's got another one. Encarnacion continues his tirade against Guthrie. It'll be a single. That's 8 hits and 19 at bats off Jeremy Guthrie in his career. 2110 Utah Street, presented by Southwest Airlines, is back Saturday. Birds Rays $7.05, one low price. Get the reserve Utah Street bleacher seat. The exclusive 2110 T-shirt. Space is limited. Nick Markakis, Adam Jones invites you to join in. For tickets, 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. 2110. Now in at third base is Reynolds. Here's Davis again with a runner at first base. Davis popped out his first time up, not bunting, and chases a pitch away. 6 hits in the ball game for the Jays.
This is a lot like last night's game, where the Blue Jays seem to have opportunities every inning to score, and were only able to put 1 on the board last night. One on the first, the second, and the fourth. I think they've had a ton of runners already today.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. He does square. and will take the pitch away. 1-1.
Yeah, they just keep a lot of pressure on your defense. The Blue Jays, that is. All the infielders involved every time you turn around the bunt. Brings Reynolds in. The coverage of who's got the bag at second. A lot going on.
Again, squared and took the pitch. Guthrie got it down and away for strike 1 and 2.
You can see Davis upset with himself. He took a pitch right down the middle. That was what's amazing about last night's game. In the second and third inning, 11 men came to the plate for the Blue Jays. They scored 1 run. How you do that?
Yeah, well, that big double play the Orioles had, that 5-2-3 double play was part of that. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And that'll be in the air. That's where the Orioles want him to put it. Reynolds is there. And he's got it. Davis is retired, 1 away. Encarnacion back to first base. Jake Arrieta got the win in the ball game last night, so he's now tied for the league lead in wins with 7. There are a number of pitchers who have picked up 7 wins, half dozen. But Arrieta's right there with him. Here's Jose Molina. Molina grounded out his first time up. Throw over. Encarnacion back to the bag. Guthrie's done a good job holding runners. Only 1 for 4 stealing bases against him. And Molina will take it for a ball.
Yeah, he's just so quick to the plate. Very difficult to get a jump.
Encarnacion has only 1 stolen base, 1 for 1. Molina with a 1-0. Up high with it, 2-0. Jeremy Guthrie's last win came on the 21st of May against Washington. Since then, a no decision against KC and the loss to Seattle. That'll be foul back. Molina takes it to a 2-ball, 1 strike count.
Again, Guthrie would be looking to try to get the ground ball to go for that double play. Molina very slow. As you say, he's very deceptive. He's slower than he looks.
Slower than he looks. That first time down to first was a long, long way. 2-1 pitch is outside to him, and it goes to 3-1. So Molina not going after those pitches away. He's drawn only 5 walks, 14 strikeouts. Backup catcher appearing in the 19th game.
Guthrie's pitch count starting to get on the high side. That's 61.
And he walked him. Ouch. 3 walks in the ball game. Puts runners on at first and second here in the 4th inning with 1 away. And Nix, the number 9 hitter, struck out his first time up. Nix is 231 with runners in scoring position, holding down the third base position. The youngster at AAA gets recuperated from a hand injury. Lee, infield fly rule. Nix is retired, and there are 2 down.
Big pitch, quick at bat.
The never-ending discussion about after you just walk the number 8 hitter and we're out of the strike zone a good ways, why would the next batter come up and swing? And the answer, I guess, Mike, is for the hitter's sake, I'm looking at a guy who's got to throw a strike, throw a fastball, and maybe the best pitch I'm going to get to hit.
That's right. Exactly right. I mean, especially someone like Guthrie, who's among the league leaders in the fewest walks. You're going to say, well, he's more apt to throw one right down the middle after a walk than someone who was really traditionally wild.
Yep. Yunel Escobar. Escobar, the leadoff batter. He has flied out, struck out, a couple of hits and 11 at bats in the series. This is Jeremy's highest walk total in the year. He had not walked more than 2 prior to this game. In the air to left field. He got a lot of that. Reynolds going back at the wall, and goodbye home run. A 3 RBI homer, and again comes with 2 down as Escobar gets his 7th and a 5-2 Toronto lead.
Well, we were saying Escobar does not get cheated at the plate for a leadoff inning. He only had been 1 for 9, 1 for 10 lifetime against Guthrie. This one he hits right on the button, right on the sweet spot.
Jeremy Guthrie gives up his 11th home run, the 6th hit by a right-hander. That's a big one. 5-2, 7th hit for the Jays.
It seems like the Blue Jays have been able to do that against Jeremy over his career in pitching against him. That's the 17th home run he's allowed to the Blue Jays over the years, and about the same time, about the same number of walks.
And a walk in this inning is scored, along with a leadoff single. The 0-1 delivery will be taken away by Patterson. Patterson is singled and flied out. So again, those 2 out runs that have been scored against Guthrie continue to pile up. Popped up and back. Of the 5 today, 4 have come with 2 down. One ball, 2 strike count. And a half cut got him. So Guthrie will get the strikeout, his 3rd, but the Jays a big 3-run 4th inning on Escobar's 7th homer of the year. For the Orioles magazine, the Orioles Kids magazine, and the Orioles official yearbook. The Orioles magazine has stories of Matt Wieters, Jeremy Guthrie, Manny Machado. The Orioles Kids magazine, Zach Britton is in there, Q&A with players, some puzzles and games for the kids. And the Orioles yearbook, all kinds of color photos of the Orioles major and minor league players. That's the Orioles magazine, Orioles Kids magazine, and the yearbook on sale at Camden Yards. So Reyes has got the lead to work with, 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lee an RBI and a ground ball out his first time up, then Hardy and Reynolds. .236 average and a strike on the outside corner. Pretty great story, literally written by JoJo Reyes. Was in the star.com in Toronto yesterday. That one in the air is launched, but curving and close, but foul. D-Lee close, but not quite. Came back last night off the DL and right away extended that hit streak to 7 games, 2 singles, 2 runs. Reyes did a story for the Star about what it was like to go those 28 games without being able to get a win. That's going to be caught. Nick's nice play on Lee. And one away in the fourth inning. Hit hard. Good reaction. JoJo Reyes had not won a game since June 13 of 2008 when he was pitching for Atlanta. 28 starts, 13 losses without a win. He said, the lessons I've learned are these. 1, have fun. Smiling is not a weakness. 2, be prepared. There is no substitution for hard work. 3, forget yesterday. Each game is a fresh start no matter what your game in life is. 4, confidence. Be confident in your skill and knowledge. And 5, don't forget. To me, humility is vital to success. Remember, someone helped you along the way. I said to Mike, there's a book there somewhere.
The how-to book, and he's certainly lived, 28. I guess that starts without a victory is an awfully long time for that, coming to almost, 3 years. And he was, 1 start away from the all-time record.
One away. He got the victory in his last outing, and as Mike was talking about, it was a complete game, and he was so gracious towards John Farrell, the manager, for leaving him in and letting him finish the ball game. Fouled off. Caught Molina. Ooh. Caught Molina so hard he fell back into the home plate umpire, Kevin Danley.
You see him, Pat Danley said thank you. Right back off the forehead.
Those are the concussion kinds of shots that go on in baseball all the time. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Reyes to Hardy. Foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and Hardy will chop that one foul again, and that got a piece of Molina. And it'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. I get to catch once a week. Here I am, minding my own business, and
just
you're
back
beating
here,
me up.
Yeah, just trying to put a few fingers down, and this is what I get.
1-2 delivery again. Hardy battling, and he got him. He pulled back on that one, and Reyes gets his second strikeout. 2 down.
And he takes a little bit off a big sweeping curveball. Some late finish, the upper reaches of the strike zone, but gets the call from Danley.
Our pitch track sponsored by Verizon 4G LTE. Rule the air on the most advanced 4G network in the world. Here's Mike Reynolds. Moved down in front of him that time. Take a look at our league leaderboard, brought to you by Lexus of Towson, Baltimore area's #1 Lexus dealer, who invites you to come in and see why they're #1. Pitches per plate appearance. How about the fact that both Mark Reynolds and Luke Scott are up in that category, with Santana, Barton, Curtis Granderson, and David Murphy of Texas in most pitches per plate appearance. Fouled away. Part of that for Mark Reynolds is the fact that he's continued to pick up some walks. He's got 30 free passes to go along with the 59 strikeouts.
He doesn't make a whole lot of first pitch outs, period.
There's Luke. That one in the air, left center field. Got a lot of it. Rajah Davis back and makes the catch. Reynolds retired a 1-2-3 inning, and that's going to be 7 in a row, set down by Reyes. 5-2 Jays. And Fios, switch to Fios and network ahead. To learn more, visit Verizon.com/GetFios. This day, June 5, 1916, Babe Ruth extended his scoreless inning streak pitching to 24 innings. In 89, Toronto Skydome opened. The Blue Jays' first game there, they lost to the Brew Crew 5-3. And in 08, the Orioles, in the draft, selected fourth, as they will do tomorrow. And Brian Mattis was their pick, and the first pitcher in the 08 draft selected. Jose Bautista will take it outside. 1-1. 2 walks and a run scored in the game. 1 for 6 in the series for Bautista. Seeing nothing to hit. 2-1.
An occasional fastball inside, but few and far between. Everything else really for the outside corner, blacker ball, and fall behind. Just go ahead and walk him.
And he doesn't chase. He takes the walks. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Got one there and grounds it to short. Hardy got him. Bautista retired, leading off the 5th inning. As we enter this Sunday, the Yankees' lead in the East is down to a game over Boston. Tampa Bay's 3 out. Toronto 4 and the Orioles 6. Every division race is tight. Cleveland had a 5.5 game lead in the Central. They've lost 3 in a row. Their lead is down to 3.5 over Detroit. Texas has a 2.5 over Seattle, 3.5 over the Angels. Phillies lead over Florida is just 2 games and 2.5 over Atlanta. The Cardinals are 2 ahead of Milwaukee, and Arizona's got a half-game lead over the Giants. Real tight races. Lynn will foul it away. Texas enters this Sunday as the hottest team with a 4-game win streak. That's the longest active. Oh my, right field. That is way back at the wall, and goodbye home run. Adam Lynn, the second off Guthrie in the ball game, and extends the lead to 6-2.
And the Blue Jays just really come out swinging the bats this afternoon. 8 hits already. That's 6 runs. The only one they have not scored in is the second. Gets to the outside part of the glove. You can actually see the glove drop by Tatum. And they're enjoying having Adam Lynn back in their lineup.
Well, Lynn gets his 8th home run, and you see why John Farrell was so excited about getting him back to hit behind Bautista. Lynn has now gone 3 for 3 in the ball game, 2 singles, the homer, and 2 RBI. And a 6-2 lead. And the pitch taken for a strike by Aaron Hill. He's got a single, RBI, and is hit into a double play. Simone is up in the bullpen for the Orioles. 4th time this year, Guthrie has given up 2 home runs in a ball game. He has not given up 3. He had given up only 1 homer. That was to Seattle in his last start in the last 3 games. 1-2 delivery to Hill off the end of the bat. And Dino going out. And he's got it. 2 down. Get exclusive O's coverage to your mobile phone. Text Orioles 29292. Message and data rates may apply. Rubber match of the 3-game set, and the Jays leading it. Encarnacion has doubled, singled, scored a run. Takes the big cut. 1 ball, 1 strike count. The Orioles have now been out-homered here at Camden Yards this year, 39-29. As opponents have had the better of it with the long ball. 1-1's going to be away, and a 2 ball, 1 strike count on Encarnacion.
There was a couple of base hits, and it's hard to explain. He is 8 for 19 against Guthrie.
Wow. There's another one. Reimold trying to hold him to a single. Big turn. He's headed to second, and he will go in with a double. 3 for 3.
They came in hitting .353 against Guthrie, and the number would jump up. Breaking ball about thigh high away, and it just doesn't seem to have a bad swing against Guthrie. Or superior stuff. So what is that? 6 of the 9 hits now belong to 2 hitters, Adam Lind and Encarnacion.
The Jays had gone 7 consecutive games with 10 or more hits until last night when they got 8. They are about to go back to double digits in this game. Here's Rajai Davis, who has popped out and flied out. 9 hits on the board. 4 of them have been extra base hits. The 0-1 delivery, swung on a miss. He got him to chase one away. Davis hitting at .285. Orioles now going to have a long trek back in this one. Plenty of time. But Toronto continues, as they've done in this series, to just pile up runs early. That one's going to be popped up again to second base. Andino will go back, and he's got it. But a run in on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. The home run by Lind, his 8th of the year, has made it a 6-2 game. Back with you here at Camden Yards. What's disappointing, at least to this moment, is the fact the Orioles might be able to get a first inning lead, 2-1 lead, and now have seen it disappear.
Yeah, they got on board early, and then after that has been the really the Blue Jay offense. And somewhat amazingly in this series, and we talked about it, is that there's been 17 runs scored by the Blue Jays in this series, 16 of them in the first 5 innings. So they've been doing it again this afternoon, as they've done the whole series, is get on the board and keep adding to it.
It's kind of the opposite of what the Orioles have done most of this season. The Orioles have had to play from behind, and their runs have come in the second half of the ball game, but that's a tough way to play.
Yeah, always playing catch up is a very difficult way to play, and they're going to have to do it again this afternoon.
And for Jeremy Guthrie so far?
I mean, he came out with great stuff, rapid firing, and this Blue Jay club, I guess, they go by this philosophy, get your pitch and don't get cheated, and I think we're seeing that put into play today.
And that's why they pick up so many extra base hits, is they've got hitters who can do that, and they do take big cuts. So the Orioles against Reyes, the left-hander, will have Nolan Reynolds leading it off. And the pitch is down low. Reyes has walked 1 and struck out 2. Guthrie has 3 walks, 3 strikeouts in the ball game. 2 of the 3 walks have scored for Toronto. Reynolds grounded out in his only at bat. Tatum and then Andino to follow. And a strike on the inside corner.
It was Reyes who was looking shaky coming out of the gate, facing 6 in the first.
It's Reynolds, 3 strikeouts. 1 away, 5th inning. Time for our AT&T Mobility Trivia Fact. Let's take a look on this day. 85, Dennis Martinez, complete game, 1 hitter against California. And the rest of the story, it was the 100th career victory for El Presidente.
He would go on to throw a perfect game later on.
And off the glove, and no play. Nix knocked it down, but it'll be an infield hit for Tatum.
A couple of good at bats. Walked his first time out. Missed a low bullet off the webbing of the glove of Jason Nix at third. It really has been the hot corner this series too. See how deep he was playing at third base.
Now the Orioles will get their 4th hit of the ball game off the lefty. And here's Andino at the top of the order, 1 for 2. A single, and he is popped out. And the pitch is taken inside for a ball. Orioles have left only a couple on base, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and only one of those in scoring position. 1-0 delivery. Andino pops it up. Molina comes back, and there's no play. You see why the Jays are going to be a tough team to play against. They've got enough pitching, probably, and they've got bats that are going to make that pitching look better than it may really be. They're going to score some runs.
Yeah, they've added the element of speed. Used to be just more or less power. It's like Earl Weaver ball. Just wait for the 3-run home run. Don't take chances on the bases. And they've changed that philosophy up a little bit this year.
I was looking at the numbers this morning. From 2003 to 2010, they averaged 62 stolen bases a year, which was the lowest in the majors. This year, they already have 54, which is the 4th highest in the majors. I mean, that is a huge turnaround for 1 year.
It really is, and it helps their defense too, having that added speed.
Farrell's ball club, first season managing. The former Red Sox pitching coach, likes his team, and like every manager, hoping that they can stay healthy. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and that is ripped to the corner. He got all of that one. Andino will make the turn. Tatum headed to third. He'll stop there. It will be a double, and the Orioles put runners in scoring position with 1 away.
Well, Andino came in hitting .356 against left-handed pitching, and he's got a couple of hits this afternoon. They also scored a run. Fastball up. Nice level stroke on that inside fastball.
Our Dodge Ram Exmo brought to you by Ram Trucks, designed, tested, and proven to be the best trucks we've ever built. Ram. 2 for 3 day. Andino now there at second base. Tatum at third. And here's right where you'd want it. You've got middle of the order coming up. Orioles down by 4. Markakis has flied out twice. Nick has good career numbers against the Jays, a .319 lifetime average against him. And Nick goes in the air to left field. It'll drive Patterson back, tagging up Tatum at third. Throw will come to third to hold the runner. Sack fly, RBI, and it's 6-3.
Well, not wasting any time driving in the run. It feels good to get back on the scoreboard after 2 in the first.
18th RBI for Markakis. Andino had to stay at second. And that will bring up Adam Jones. Single and a run scored, and he is grounded out. The single extends his hit streak to 5 games. The Orioles cut the lead to 3, and a base hit here with 2 down, and the speed of Andino could get another run in. Adam will take the pitch for a called strike. During the hit streak now, 9 hits in 18 at bats for Adam Jones, moving that batting average on the year over 300 to .301. Reyes' pitch, and that'll be popped up first base into that glare and hauled in by Lynn. The Orioles get a run on a couple of hits. They leave 1 on and make it a 6-3 ball game. Simone is in. The Orioles bullpen asked to stand the task here, and they have done a pretty darn good job of late.
Yeah, I see the numbers 1-0, 2 for 2 in save situations. Again, the ERA microscopic 0.87. A lot of work involved in there. 220 and 2/3 innings and just 2 runs allowed. Great strikeout to walk ratio too. So with that, Alfredo Simon will be out of the bullpen, working in his 4th game of the year. Last pitch and pitched real well out in Seattle. Went 3 2/3 scoreless, struck out 4, and came in, stranded the bases loaded, and that one has been certainly considered a candidate to start on Tuesday. We'll see how this outing affects that. I would think this would eliminate him from contention to start Tuesday.
He certainly has been brought in here to pitch more than 1 inning. We go to the 6th. Tough one for Guthrie. 6 runs on 9 hits over 5 innings, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Lind had his 8th solo homer. And Molina will go after the first pitch, and then Escobar with the big blow of the game so far, his 3-run homer in the 4th inning, 7th of the year. Molina's walked and scored and grounded out, and the pitch is away to him. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eight, 9, and 1 due up. 1-1 delivery, and Molina to the middle, and a base hit. No, he is on with his first hit of the ball game, and another leadoff man on. Our Hankook Tires game flow sponsored by Hankook Tires. Be one with it. Hankook Tires. This game has flowed in a meandering way. Toronto got a run in the first. The Orioles got 2, had the lead. And then Jojo Reyes has shut down the Orioles, and Toronto's come back to pick up 5 runs since then and take the lead. It was 6-2, now 6-3. Jays are back in double digits and hits with 10. Nix has struck out and popped out. Nix checking now with Brian Butterfield at third base. 1-0 count. If Molina runs on a steal attempt, we'll stop the game. Swing on a miss, 1-1.
He's going to look up and see if he has stolen bases. Yeah,
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, 1 attempt last year.
Yep. On the back end of double steals and stuff, guys.
That's true.
Stolen bases.
Back end of a triple steal. Here's the 3rd option.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Foul back. In order for Molina to steal, Nix would have to do a full body block on Tatum as he comes up to throw.
And some other diversion on the field somewhere, maybe.
That's not fair. True, but not fair. And a 1-2 count on Nix, hitting at just 180. Molina staying close to the bag at first.
Actually has a good lifetime percentage. We jest, but he has 10 stolen bases in his career, only been caught 4 times.
See?
So it is the element of surprise.
Tony Lavallo, first base coach, coming over saying, I know you can do it.
You know, and it really is the element of surprise. A lot of times they'll just get that walking great jump and just take off. And it catches you by surprise. You know, your defense, certainly up the middle, is not expecting it.
The 2-2 delivery, and that is swung on and missed. Simone wanting to go after one away, and he gets the strikeout. Nix retired, 1 down.
And you can see the outstanding stuff that Alfredo Simon possesses. Lower arm angle on that pitch.
Top of the order, and Escobar in the big blow in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3, the homer. First one he's had off Guthrie, and his 7th of the year. And Escobar will take the pitch for a ball. Escobar with 3 hits in this series, 3 for 12. Certainly one that might be the game winner in this game number 3. Simone with a 1-0 delivery. That's a strike on the outside corner.
A 3-run homer in the fourth, 4 home runs in his last 15 games. And like I said, he's not getting cheated. I guess he exemplifies the mantra of the Blue Jays. Get your pitch and don't get cheated.
24 RBIs for Escobar in the year. Leadoff batter has drawn a couple more walks than strikeouts. 29 walks and 28 strikeouts now. 1-1 delivery. Again, that pitch away. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Here's the 2-1 to him off the end of the bat. Again, the Orioles do not get very deep in the ball game with their starter. As Guthrie lasts only 5 innings. Even in getting the win last night, Jake Arrieta went 6. Johnson, Koji O'Hara, and then Greg came on to finish it up. Did a good job. Britton had gone 5 innings the game before that. Mattis 5 2/3 innings the game before that. That's why those bullpen numbers, innings pitched wise, continue to climb. That one down to third base. Reynolds has got it. There's Andino. He'll go to first, and there's the double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And another $1,000 given away. Ooh, dug it. You have another $1,000 from the Maryland Lottery Double Play Contest. Congratulations. Russell wasn't going on vacation this summer, but he's changing his mind.
Have changed. Still got a couple more innings to go.
Yeah, plenty of time for more.
I start thinking about Hawaii.
Hello, Bali. It'll be Guerrero, Lee, and Hardy. JoJo Reyes, after 28 games without a win and 13 losses, is trying to put back-to-back wins together. Guerrero has a double and an RBI, and he is grounded out. And the pitch will be in. Reyes and Lee, Guerrero and Lee got the RBIs in the first and a sac fly Markakis in the 5th.
He may have to come out to plan B in another book. You know, how to handle success.
How I went. That's right. First one was how I handled failure. It's still in the presses, coming out shortly, and then right behind it, how I handled success.
Right in the heels. How to handle success.
The 2-1 delivery. And a strike on the inside corner. Reyes has walked only 1 and has struck out 3. He doesn't walk many and he doesn't strike out many. It's balls in play against him. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and that'll be up high, 3-2.
He's had a lot of base runners coming in this afternoon. 92 runners in 60 innings of work. That's between the hits and the walks.
3-2 delivery, and he walked him. So the Orioles get the leadoff man on in the 6th inning. The second walk by Reyes. Next Sunday, the first 20,000 fans 15 and over at the Rays 135 game get the Orange O's cap presented by DAP. Great fan favorite every year. Hope you'll be out to get yours. Get your tickets in advance and save 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. Lee will take that one to right field. Bautista into the corner and will make the catch. Guerrero halfway will come back.
Casey Jansen up in the Blue Jay bullpen. The jack of all trades for the Blue Jays.
That will bring up J.J. Hardy. Hardy, 4-game hit streak, 0 for 2 in this one. He is grounded out and been called out on strikes. Pitch is down low from Reyes. Reyes keeps an eye on Guerrero, who's not obviously going anywhere, and the pitch again will miss, and the count goes to 2-0. And Reyes may be running a little low on gas here, struggling a little bit. Couldn't get these strikes into Guerrero, and now falls behind 2-0 on Hardy. That's going to miss. So 3-0.
Maybe on fumes.
Orioles need base runners, and that's what they're getting via the walk at least, and they do it again. So 2 walks in the inning, and the Orioles have runners at first and second with 1 out. And you got to believe, as Molina takes a very slow stroll to the mound, that Farrell's about ready to make the move.
Yeah, probably having a flashback to last night. Blue Jays up 3-1. Then still very much in this one at 6-3.
Wants to stay with the left-hander. Nope. Well, Molina looking over, trying to decide. 2 on and 1 out. So the decision made with Reynolds hitting just 118 off left-handers that they will leave in Reyes. Well, he's suspect to giving up a fat pitch here, and that is taken for a strike. Reynolds did not agree.
Yeah, it was all 6 home runs allowed by JoJo Reyes to right-handed hitters.
Reynolds has had 1 of his 8 home runs off a lefty. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strikeout. Guerrero at second with a walk. Hardy at first with a walk. Orioles trail 6-3. Reynolds got the grand slam in the ball game last night. Game-winning RBI. 1 swing of the bat here could tie this game up. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Wow. Off-speed pitch, high strike.
Let's take a look at this 1-1 pitch from JoJo Reyes. Upper extreme, top of the strike zone changeup.
He right now is just digging back, trying to figure out how do I get through this batter. 1-2. Runners off first and second. Stays that way. Molina has been a non-moving target behind the plate. Off the mask, off the shin guards, off the chest protector. He has been beaten up with foul balls today. And Reyes wants to talk to him.
I'm just thinking, not sure what to do. I mean, they've handled Reynolds and most of the other at bats except for the grand slam. Just not sure which way to go. And again, Reyes, 86 pitches thrown. He's thrown 60 strikes. I mean, that's not his normal strike to walk, strike to ball ratio. Very high percentage of strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the delivery to Reynolds, and a shattered back ground ball. It's fair. There's one, relay to first, and there's the double play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 6 complete, and the Jays lead it.
Afternoon. Jays get on the board first. Orioles answer quickly with Guerrero scoring 2 more back in the first. And Adam Lind has had a real big afternoon. Then the big blow, probably with the 3-run home run by Escobar. And Adam Lind would also add a home run of his own to drive it to 6-3. Big afternoons for Escobar. 3-run homer. Adam Lind is 3 for 3 with a home run. And Edwin Encarnacion, he is also 3 for 3.
There's Monica, the Director of Public Relations, who's celebrating a birthday. Monica Barlow, our own Orioles. Great love. Happy birthday, Monica. And a strike taken. She's one of the few ladies I've ever heard this morning at breakfast when people were wishing her happy birthday saying, absolutely, and I'm this age and I'm very happy about it. Good for her. And a 2-strike count. Simone on for the second inning. Patterson, Bautista, and Lynn. Patterson a single, 1 for 3, and a run scored in the ball game. Simone will bury that one down low in a 1-2 count.
And that split finger fastball he likes to use when he gets ahead. This is put away pitch.
And that'll be swung on and missed, and got him 2 strikeouts.
That's what he likes to use, that split finger fastball. It takes about 10 miles an hour. Obviously, the good arm speed on it, 85 miles an hour down the middle, but it's the change in velocity.
Well, Simone gets the strikeout, and here is Bautista. 1 for 1, a home run off Simone. 2 walks, and he's grounded out. And the pitch inside. He's had only 1 hit at 7 at-bats in this series. After his tremendous year against the Orioles last year, where he delivered 9 home runs against the O's. That will catch the outside corner for a strike, and it will go to 1-1.
Yeah, 9 home runs will get your attention.
That'll do it. Bautista here in June has had just a couple of hits in 11 at-bats, as the walks continue to climb for him. 1-1. And a good pitch. Great movement on that. 1-2.
Yeah, you can see how good Alfredo Simon stuff is this afternoon. The fastball. He's got 3 pitches working. A breaking ball. Watch this one, just in the strike zone and out.
Shift is on again in the infield. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and that'll be up high. With the season he's having, he's going to see a few more of those.
Really, a lot of clubs trying different ways to try to cool him off.
Back him off and then go down and away. Just like that. But missed, and a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Bautista.
That's the thing, is his plate discipline has become so much better.
League's leading hitter and home run leader, and in the top 10 in RBI. 3-2 pitch. In the air to left field. Reynolds is over. And he's got it. Bautista retired, 2 away.
And may have jammed himself.
Man behind him, the Orioles have not been able to get today. Lind, 2 singles. And then in the 5th inning, that home run solo shot. 2 RBIs, now 8 home runs on the season. A 3-for-3 day for Lind. Adam Lind came in off the DL last night, went 0-for-3. He'll be hitting in that number 4 spot, playing at first base. And the off-speed pitch is in for a strike. Lind is a .357 hitter. And he gets behind in the count here on the season. He's been a real good 0-2 hitter. Lifetime average against the Orioles not so great, .237. Here's the 1-1 delivery to him, and that'll be swung on and miss. .237 here in this ballpark against the O's.
Lind had a real big year 2 years ago for the Blue Jays. Played in 151 games, hit 35 homers, hit .305. And last year had a down year, hit .237. Still hit 23 homers. It seems like he's more like the 09 season this year.
1-2 delivery by Simone. We're in the 7th inning. The Jays 6-10-0. The Orioles 3-5-0. Each have left 4 on base. Orioles with runners in scoring position today are 1-for-5. Jays are 3-for-9. The Orioles in the last 9 games, including this one, hitting just around 200. That one in the air to right field. Nick Markakis going back and at the wall, and goodbye home run. The 3rd homer of the day for the Jays, and 2 of them have been hit by Lind, who is 4-for-4 and makes it 7-3.
Lind went out on a rehab assignment, and I think he went 7-for-10, and he's picked right up and continues to swing a real hot bat. Homers in consecutive at bats.
And another 2-out run. And here's Aaron Hill. Second multi-homer game of the year for Lind, and the 6th of his career. 4-for-4 ball game. 0-1 goes all the way to the screen, and the home plate umpire Kevin Danley goes, oh my gosh. A cross-up that almost caught the umpire without touching anybody else.
That's the thing, as an umpire, you're just expecting the ball to be caught, but he throws it right by everybody. Throws it by the hitter, by Tatum. Gets a head shake. Didn't know that was coming.
Wow. Hill with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And pops it up, second base. And Andino will make the play. Home run by Lind, though, adds another 7th inning stretch time, brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Fly straight, drink responsibly. Coverage on MASN HD will begin at 6:30 with O's Extra, presented by Verizon 4G LTE. Our game at 7. Then you can stay tuned for O's Extra, presented by WB Mason following the game. All the access you need right here on MASN. Back here at Camden Yards, fans settle back 7th inning stretch, and the Jays with the 7-3 lead. Gary Thorne, Mike Flanagan here, and for the Orioles bullpen, it continues, Mike. I mean, you've been on the side of it as a pitching coach and as a pitcher. 34 home runs surrendered by the pen, the most. Yeah,
it's an astounding number of home runs, really, to be surrendered out of your bullpen. I'm not sure really the cause of it. It just seems like they've just been able to give it up at a rapid pace.
And today for the Orioles, again, as we said, it looks like with Simone pitching, he will not be the starter Tuesday. He had been considered.
Yeah, I would think that he's probably out of consideration now that he's gone a couple of innings. Pitch going to be too high, at least in my estimation, probably to bounce back in a couple of days. So they'll be probably looking elsewhere.
Orioles are trying to go through most of this month of June with a 4-man rotation and bring up or use somebody in the bullpen on those days when they need to have the 5th starter. Right now, what the Orioles need are runs, as JoJo Reyes hanging tough. The starter has walked 3 and struck out 3. He's been able to get the big outs when needed. And as Mike pointed out, he's throwing a lot more strikes in this ball game. Strike-to-ball ratio is a good one.
That's a higher percentage than he's accustomed to. I guess a little bit of success, and encouraged to throw it up. Really dodged a major. Giving up 2 in the first. Many times that lends himself. You're going to give up a couple more by accident.
Here's Nolan Reynolds to lead it off in the 7th inning. He has walked and struck out, followed by Tatum and then Mandino. Orioles in the rubber match of the 3-game set with hopes of picking up another series win here, but right now down by 4. Reyes, though, in the last inning, and here again starting out the 7th, really looks like he's running out of gas. And maybe not, but he struggled to throw strikes. He walked 2 of the 3 in the last inning. Reynolds will take it inside, and the count goes to 3-0.
Yeah, pitch number 90, and again coming off a 9-inning complete game. We're through 121.
3-0 pitch, that is in there for a strike. John Farrell, the manager of Toronto, of course, will make a lot of decisions about pitchers himself, since he was the pitching coach in Boston and was a pitcher himself. And there's another walk. The leadoff man on again. Don't miss your chance to meet Orioles shortstop J.J. Hardy Friday. The Orioles official team store. That'll be at the York Galleria Mall in York, PA, from 12 until 1. You'll be signing autographs. That's Friday. The Orioles team store in York. How you feeling?
Yeah, we should stop walking the leadoff man and make it a little bit easier on me.
He's walked the leadoff man each of the last 2 innings, but got out of it in the 6th inning with a double play.
So coming in today, just a real bizarre number. 48% of leadoff men. That's not a very good number. And he's almost held true to it today, but he's been able to dodge the bullet after leadoff walks.
See if the Orioles can take advantage. Here's Tatum. Tatum a single and a walk in the game. And Dino, the on-deck batter. Takes the pitch and it misses, and the count goes to 2-0. Bullpen is ready. Jansen is warmed up last inning and this inning. And you can almost see Reyes trying to aim the ball for the strike zone now.
Aiming for the middle, not so much the corner. Just need to throw strikes to be able to stay in this game.
2-1 the count. Outfield deep on Tatum, and he goes to the hole. Backhanded Escobar, and they get the out. Hill able to haul that in and get back down on the bag to get Reynolds. And that will be it.
Yeah, pretty good play to the hole. You see Reynolds putting a lot of pressure on at second base. Good play by Escobar.
So a good job by the left-hander coming off his first win in that last outing. He will come out with a chance to win 2 in a row. And Toronto will go to the bullpen as the Orioles try and get back in it here in the 7th.
From 5:30 till 6:30 here on Masson. This coming Monday, Amber Theo Harris joins us in for Mel Antonin along with Dave Johnson and Phil Wood. We'll be talking baseball about the Orioles, the Nationals. We'll also have Brian Roberts call in live. Brian will talk about the latest from his concussion and when he expects to be back in the lineup. Again, Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 6:30. It's the Mid-Atlantic Sports Report right here on Masson.
So to the bullpen go the Jays and Casey Janssen on the pitch.
A 29-year-old right-hander, former starter for the Blue Jays, 24th game of the year. He's always been their sort of good luck charm out of the bullpen. 2-0 on the year. Pretty good walk to strikeout race. Not a hard thrower. Relies on command. Pretty good slider.
The Orioles have a runner on at first base, one away, and Andino at the top of the order. He has doubled, singled, and popped out, scored a run in the game. And the pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Tatum, the runner at first base. The numbers on Reyes so far, responsible for the runner at first. He just kind of worked his way around problems.
That Andino has such good numbers against left-handed pitching. I think that initiated the change as much as anything. Jansen real tough on right-handed hitters.
Andino up to 266 now. He is 0 for 2 in the only times he has faced Jansen. Tatum off first base on the 1-1 delivery, and that's going to be fouled straight back. RBIs picked up by Markakis on a sac fly. Guerrero with a double. Ground ball out by Lee. 3 home runs have been used by the Jays in the ball game. Ooh, look out. Oh my gosh.
No time to react. Adam Jones.
That went right off the top of the dugout, fortunately, over the Orioles' heads and below the fans.
Yeah, just no reaction time. And just defending the plate. He's going to get down behind the screen for this pitch.
Good idea. A smart young man. Here's the 1-2 delivery and a breaking ball outside. You saw Jansen kind of point to first. He wanted his catcher to ask the umpire to check at first base. Molina ignored him. 2-2. Tatum with the lead. And Andino in the air to right field, driving Bautista back. He's got it. Runner halfway will come back. Well, yesterday a little historical for a few folks. Albert Pujols for one, a 12th inning home run, his 12th extra inning home run. That breaks the Cardinal record that had been held by Stan the Man at 11. Fenway Park, the first time in 100 years that a team playing at Fenway, be it the Braves or the Red Sox, won after blowing a 3 or more run lead, and then in the extra innings trailed and still came back to win. And the Padres won consecutive games at home for the first time this year. If they win today, it'll be just their second home series win. All that great pitching in San Diego and no offense.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Here is Nick Markakis. Markakis, a sac fly RBI. He's 0 for 2. Couple of hits in 11 at-bats in the series. Jansen's pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. Markakis 4 for 11 off Jansen. Talking about the numbers. Jansen, left-handers, 163 off him. Right-handers, 297. Here's the 1-1 delivery, and that's grounded towards second. Pitcher's got a cover. Hill gets it there in time. Nice play as Jansen came across to take it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base, 7 complete. Masson is brought to you by AT&T, Rethink Possible, and by Hyundai. It's time to join the movement. A 7-3 lead for the Jays, who have pounded out 11 hits in this ball game. Simone on for the 3rd inning of work. He has surrendered a couple of hits. The home run by Lynn, the run. Foul ball back into the seats. Encarnacion. Encarnacion's going for a 4 for 4 day. Lind has already done that with 2 singles and 2 homers for Lind. Encarnacion's got 2 doubles and a single and a run scored. And the strike called. Encarnacion just 0 for 1 against Simone. 258 on the year, a homer, 10 RBIs, and the pitch will be taken away. Encarnacion, the designated hitter in the ball game, for his biggest day of the year. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be up high. So Reyes ends up leaving the game with the 3 runs on 5 hits over 6 in the 3rd, and a chance to win his 2nd ball game of the year. Simone with a 2-2 delivery. Our Hyundai Game Flow brought to you by Hyundai. It's time to join the movement. Pitching wise, it was Reyes' ability to work around some problems in last 6 and a third innings. Hitting wise, the big bats. Escobar, a 3 RBI homer, 2 home runs by Lynn, numbers 8 and 9. That provided some big runs, and the Jays have been able to get those 2 out hits in the game.
Yeah, they really had him on the ropes in the first inning. Put a couple runs on the board. Really haven't been able to add much to that.
Encarnacion battling here with that 2-ball, 2-strike count. And swung on and missed. Simone will win that battle. That's 3 strikeouts for Simone.
Pretty good breaking ball. 2-2 pitch. Late breaking slider. He really does have outstanding stuff. It's coming back to the major leagues. Fastball, splitter, slider, all above average.
Raja Davis will stand in. The infield will move in, and he'll foul it back. Davis 0 for 3 in this game, 4 for 10 in the series. And hitting a very respectable .283 on the year. Simone's 0-1 pitch to him. That's in there.
Even changed the arm angle, dropped down on Davis.
Here's the 0-2 delivery. Reached and popped it up. Andino's had a busy day. See if he gets called off. Nope, they'll put it away. And there are 2 away in the 8th inning. Time to text in your vote for the AT&T Player of the Game. Here are the candidates. Yunel Escobar, a 3 RBI homer. Robert Andino, he's gone 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Adam Lynn, 2 home runs and a 4 for 4 day. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 51862. Orioles open up a series against the A's. 3 games set tomorrow night. Brian Mattis, Gio Gonzalez, a battle of left-handers. 6:30 goes extra. 7 o'clock for the ball game. Molina takes it outside. Molina's had a single, a walk, scored a run, and he has grounded out 1 for 2 officially. 1-0 deliveries down low. Simone with a 2-0 count. Rays are trying to get above that 500 mark. Well, they've wandered around. You see the A's coming in since these 2 teams played. The A's lost 5 in a row. Willingham against the Orioles. Big year so far. Gonzalez, Moscoso, and Outman, the 3 who started out west, are going to start east. And they all have good numbers. 2 left-handers in that group.
Yeah.
Oakland's playing Boston today. Red Sox have a 6-3 lead in the 7th inning in Boston.
The Oakland club having to go through, I think, the Yankees too.
Out of the spacious pitcher confines in Oakland to the more hitter-friendly ballparks of the East.
Yeah, they must get claustrophobic when they come east.
There's a 2-out walk, first surrendered by Simone in the game. And it will bring up the number 9 hitter, Jason Nix, who was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
Molina on base 3 times. Coming in, catching a day game, doing a nice job behind the plate.
So Nix will try and put a 2-out rally together here in the 8th inning. Nix looking for his first hit of the series. He's gone 0 for 7. He's played in 2 of the 3 games. And Molina's going to steal a base. Oh, mercy. No sooner do we get done talking about it. It is a stolen base. Nobody was holding. Lee's playing way off the bag, and Molina just
going to get that. Talked about getting a walking lead, and see you later.
Boom, 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 boom. Here's Nix. See, that still is a potential big run.
Oh, yeah, it's not a 4-run lead is nothing.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. Taken down low, and the count goes to 2-0. So Simone, after getting the first 2 outs, walks Molina and falls behind Nix. .2-0 delivery, foul back. Now see, back in the good old days, if Molina does that 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and then comes to the plate to get in the game, would he get knocked down?
It's a possibility. The other thing, though, too, is the Orioles were not holding him on. That's the other part of that. So if you're not going to hold him on, you don't want him to run.
In this day and age, there's no question you don't, because it matters. 2-1 delivery, and that'll be popped up third base Reynolds. Reynolds struggling to find it. Now has it in foul territory and puts it away. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. The bottom of the 8th coming here at Camden Yards, 7-3 Jays. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Orioles and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Gary Thorne, Mike Flanagan, the Orioles in the rubber game of the 3-game set, down 7-3 going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Jansen worked an inning, didn't give anything up. Here's Frazier.
Yeah, making his 26th appearance of the year. Long time Blue Jay, now 33 years of age. 23 innings of work, 19 hits, 8 walks, 22 strikeouts along the way for the veterans. Having, again, an outstanding year. 2.28 ERA. He worked in game 1 of this series. Gave up a hit and a homer, but then retired the next 6 to finish off the game.
Frazier will be working to the middle of the order. Jones, Guerrero, and Lee are due up for the Orioles. Frazier owns a 3-1 mark against the O's and is 3 for 3 in save chances against the Orioles. Orioles have hit only .230 off him lifetime. It's going to be the 46th game he's pitched against Baltimore. Jones, and that'll be dropped. Picked up. Escobar. Jones didn't run.
Take a look at the swing of Adam Jones. Hits another one right on the button. He's hit a lot in this series. The ball knuckles off of Escobar. I think he's just anticipating. He's hit 3 or 4 in this series. Line drive. Started to veer off, but then head down to first.
So the 6-3 recorded for the first out here in the 8th inning. And that is something Adam just has made a habit of not doing this year. Always charging down the line. And of course the one you thought was going to get caught gets dropped.
Yeah, I mean that's he's happened. He's hit some line drives in this series right at people. I think he just thought that was another one. So a little show of frustration.
Frazier's got that one off the bat of Guerrero and 2 quick outs here in the 8th inning. For every Orioles walk this season, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield will contribute $50 to support the Living Classrooms Foundation. 179 walks, $8,950. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Two down. Here's Derek Lee. 0 for 3 in this game with an RBI. Toronto, 3 RBIs. Escobar in the homer. Lind has 3 RBIs, 2 homers and a single. Hill has picked up an RBI and a base hit. There's 7 in the ball game. Lee will take the pitch away. First meeting of the year for these 2 teams. Michael Gonzalez in the bullpen.
A long time between appearances for Mike Gonzalez.
The 0-2 delivery to Lee and a fastball. He got it by him, so Frazier comes on and makes quick work of the middle of the Orioles lineup. 1-2-3. We go to the 9th, 7-3 Jays. On Masson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Little hazy Sunday afternoon, but a good one to be at the ballpark. But for the fact the Orioles are down 7-3 as we go to the 9th inning, here's Gonzalez.
And that's been a while between appearances for Mike Gonzalez. This is appearance number 20. ERA lofty, approaching 8, 17 innings of work. 24 hits. It's allowed 6 home runs. Hasn't worked since that Oakland series where he pitched an inning at 2/3, and that one gave up an earned run and a couple of walks.
Top of the 9th for Escobar. Gonzalez's delivery to him. Fastball's up high. Escobar, 3 RBI homer, 1 for 4 in the game, and 3 for 13 in the series. Ground ball toward short this time. Hardy's got it. Follow the Orioles with MLB.com at Bat 2011 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Score, stats, highlights, pitch-by-pitch tracking, live audio. Text at Bat 31826 or visit Orioles.com for details. One down in the ninth. Patterson, a single and 4 times up, 4 for 12 in this series. Texas has shut out Cleveland today by a score of 2-0. The Indians have now lost 4 in a row, and their 3.5 game lead in danger of being cut into again. Texas has won 5 consecutive games. They are the first team in the American League to 34 wins.
Yeah, they got a huge shot in the arm getting Josh Hamilton and Nelson Cruz back in their lineup. They really have taken off offensively.
Corey Patterson, here's the 0-2 delivery. Patterson takes it. Gonzalez the strikeout.
Last pitch from Gonzalez, 0-2 pitch. Right to the outside corner, 95 miles an hour, well rested and sure feeling pretty strong. That's a go.
Here's Bautista. He'll take it inside for a ball. Orioles have held the league leader. Couple of walks in this game. He has grounded out and flied out. Only 1 hit and 8 at bats. And he'll chop that one toward short. Hardy's got it. And got him. So Gonzalez comes on and retires the side in order. We go to the bottom of the ninth at Camden Yards. 7-3 Toronto.
Stay with us. We're coming back with those extra post game presented by WB Mason. Rubber game of 3. Tough day at the plate for the Orioles. Down by 4 going to the bottom of the ninth.
It is, but yesterday they came up with that big grand slam, 4 runs that really gave them the win. They need that again today. They need a forward spot right here. Only 5 hits on the day, 3 in the first inning and 2 the rest of the way. We need a lot of hitting in this last inning.
And a tough day for Jeremy Guthrie. We're coming back to talk about it. Back to the booth and Gary Thorne.
Jim Rick, thanks. And let's see if the Orioles can get to the closer, which is a closer by committee set up in Toronto right now.
There it is. John Rauch will come out of the bullpen. 24th appearance on the year. 22 innings of work. 9 earned runs, 7 walks. A little bit on the high side for John Rauch, who was really the closer for the Twins for the most part. Last year had 21 saves and really replacing Kevin Gregg in the Blue Jay bullpen as their closer. So the recycling of closers around the American League East.
And the Orioles, who did have a lead in this ball game, they led 2-1 at the end of the first inning. And then Toronto came back, tied it up in the third, went ahead in the fourth, and they've had the lead since.
Rauch 6 out of 8 in save situations. This is not one of those situations, but hadn't worked in the series.
Hardy is 0 for 3 against him. He will lead it off. Hardy, Reynolds, and Reynolds are due up. And the pitch will be taken outside. Against the Orioles, Rauch's 13th game. He has a 1-0 record and is 2 for 4 in save opportunities. He's pitched 13 innings against the Orioles, given up only 1 run on 9 hits over the years. And the Orioles only own a 196 batting average against him. Hardy, the 1-1 delivery to him. That'll be down low, 2-1. Alfredo Simon out of the bullpen, an inning, gave up a run rather on 2 hits over 3. Gonzalez worked the inning and struck out 1. Guthrie, the pitcher of record, 6 runs, 9 hits over 5 innings. Left field, Patterson. He's got it. One away in the bottom of the ninth. Let's update you on the voting for the AT&T Player of the Game. There are the results to this point. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 51862. The results on the O's Extra post-game show. So JoJo Reyes, who started and gave up 3 runs on 5 hits over 6 1/3, has got a chance to win his second game after he'd gone 28 consecutive games without winning. Was 0 for 13 in that streak. Came back in his last start and got a complete game victory against Cleveland. Now he's got a chance to have back-to-back wins. Pitch is a strike taken. Reynolds.
Yeah, he moved the ball around just enough to keep the Oriole hitters off balance. And again, it was their first look at him. And also there still has been good success by left-handed starters against the Orioles on the year.
If the score stays, the Orioles will drop to 7-13 against left-handers. PA waiting on deck. Pitch is taken inside. Roush falls behind. 3-1 on Reynolds.
There's been a lot going on in the series, some outstanding defense, but it really comes down to each of the games being decided by a multi-run homer.
He got a hold of that one to deep center field. Raja Davis looking in. Goodbye home run. Reynolds gets a solo shot and makes it 7-4.
Now homering in back-to-back games. 9th homer of the season for Reynolds. Yeah, you have a sense he's starting to heat up. 3-1 fastball, 89 miles an hour. Right into the Oriole bullpen.
So the Orioles get a long ball here in the bottom of the ninth with 1 away. Make it 7-4. Now PA will be the pinch hitter for Reynolds. And takes a strike. Reynolds had an 0 for 2 and a walk on the day. PA against Roush, 0 for 2. And that's going to miss inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Base runners now here in the bottom of the ninth needed. Try and get back, and PA takes the pitch, and it'll go to 2-1.
As you say, need a runner. Need a couple of runners.
Oriole pinch hitters have been outstanding. 7 out of 15. Highest average in the majors. PA, that's in there. And it goes to 2-2. PA this year as a pinch hitter's gone 3 for 4. Luke Scott's got a 2 for 6. Weeder's waiting on deck. 2-2 delivery, and that'll be fouled off. Roush has given up 4 home runs now in 23 innings. Fouled away. And the count stays at 2-2. $25,431. 25-4-3-1. The announced attendance cheering on the Orioles here in the bottom of the ninth. Trying for a big late comeback. 2-2 delivery. Off speed pitch. Was that telegraphed or what?
And I thought the home plate umpire was going to call it a strike. Having the conversation. I don't know how I missed it. 2-2 pitch from Roush.
Three and 2. And PA to second base. Hill. 2 down.
Actually a pretty big out still. 3-run game. It seems like they're kind of cruising along, but a couple of men on.
So Matt Wieters will stand in. Bases empty, bottom of the ninth and 2 down. Wieters hitting for Tatum. Tatum had a single, fielder's choice, and a walk. Orioles now with just an out to work with. Matt has gone 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. He's taking all the way, and he'll miss up high for a ball. They've got the shift on, the infield shift on Wieters, too, with Nix, the third baseman, playing at the shortstop position.
Exactly. We're talking about Buck Showalter talking to some of the hitters. They're going to play this shift on you. Go ahead and bunt. You're going to need to be good at it just where you need to get it down and get a base hit.
He'll take here, I'm sure, till he gets a strike as the count goes to 2-0. Delivery to Wieters, and there is the strike, so it goes to 2-1. Toronto looking to take the rubber match of the series. They are 7-10-2 in series this year. 2-1 delivery. Wieters takes it, and that's down low, 3-1. The Orioles have won 8 series, lost 10, and tied 1. Three ball, 1 strikeout. And he walked him. And Wieters gets his job done. Coming on as a pinch hitter and picks up the free pass off Roush.
Needed a runner, and Wieters does the job.
Molina will head out to the mound, and Dino to the plate.
He's got the Blue Jays nervous enough that they're going to start getting some action in the bullpen. This is sort of an uncomfortable, comfortable 7-4 lead.
And now you see again the importance that 7th inning home run hit by Lynn, the solo shot.
He's always playing that scoreboard math. Double barrel action.
And Dino against Roush has gone 1 for 3, a home run. 2 hits in the ball game, 2 for 4, double single, and he'll take the pitch outside. Roush struggling with the strike zone, and it goes to 1-0.
Pretty much nibbling away. Again, PA was able to reach. He went to a 3-ball count on PA. You know, you'd probably be seeing Luke Scott hitting for Andino right here with a chance to tie it.
Here's the 1-0 delivery, and that is a strike. Rouse has surrendered 8 walks, striking out 15 in the 23 innings work. Home run by Reynolds. Solo shot has made it 7-4. Runner going to second. Wieters pitch will miss outside.
Well, gets in the scoring position and eliminates the force.
And again, Molina's going to go to the mound.
Well, what's changed is now the runner on second base have to change the sign. So again, all this taking a little bit more time and making Farrell a little bit more nervous.
Wieters will get a good lead at second. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And that'll make it 2-2.
A little cut fastball. Anticipating a fastball in the 2-1 pitch. He gets the slider. Not sure on the pitch selection with a 3-run lead and a 2-1 count. Not giving in there. That's why Andino had such a poor swing.
Timeout taken by Molina. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at second. Orioles down 7-4. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Roush's pitch is going to be outside, and he works at full 3-2. Trying to get the potential tying run to the plate. It would be Nick Markakis. He's waiting on deck.
All you wanted was an opportunity. 2-2 pitch. Watch Molina pull it back off the plate.
Andino trying to make him throw a strike. Here's the 3-2 by Roush, and Dino takes it. Strike 3 called, and Dino thought it was away. And this ball game is over.
Well, one pitch away from having a chance to tie it up. Breaking ball. Looks like Dino had a pretty good case. 3-2 breaking ball.
So that will do it. The Jays take the rubber match by a score of 7-4, taking 2 of the 3.